I'm Percy Dove Tonsils. On this date in 1521, Martin Luther was excommunicated by the Roman Catholic Church. I'm no religious history expert, but I believe it was for taking a knee during the sermon. In 1871, Henry W. Bradley received a patent for oleomargarine. He originally wanted to call it, "I can't believe I didn't invent butter." Honestly, I need to find out how many Oleos eat margarine. The first drinking straw was invented on this date back in 1888. It took quite a while to develop something you could drink through that would collapse halfway through your beverage. The inventor had several unsuccessful attempts until this one, which was the last straw. What did they use straws for before that? Is it necessary to call it a drinking straw? What other kind of straw is there? Sucking on an empty soda with a straw was all you could do to annoy people in a movie theater until the cell phone was invented. Until that day, nobody but you knew when you had reached the end of your soda. To think, the world existed all those years without the end of the soft drink slurping noise. It proved much easier to use than the eating straw. 1943, the first report on missing persons was broadcast in New York City. It's hard to believe people didn't disappear until 1943. On this date in 1947, the opening session of the U.S. House of Representatives is televised for the first time, helping insomniacs everywhere. Up until that time, TV had been quite successful. In 1957, the very first electric watch was introduced. People loved the convenience of wearing a look you never had to wear. The only drawback was that long extension cord. On this date in 1973, George Steinbrenner, III, bought the Yankees from CBS for $12 million. Nowadays, you would need a backup second baseman. Today is National Drinking Straw Day and National Chocolate-Covered Cherry Day. Eli Manning, formerly of the New York Giants and not co-host of the Manning Cast on MNF, turns 43 today. Or, middle age, for quarterbacks named Manning. Danica McKellar turns 49. Yes, Winnie Cooper from the Wonder Years is almost 50. Our little girl has grown up and moved to the Hallmark Channel. Mel Gibson somehow made it to 68 years old today. Remember when he first started in the Lethal Weapon movies and played a crazy, loose cannon? And we thought he was acting? John Paul Jones of Led Zeppelin turns 78 today, or, as the Rolling Stones say, just a kid. I believe he was the one who said, "Don't give up the ship." I think he said ship. One of his most famous quotes these days is, "What?" Singer Stephen Stills turns 79 today. If Crosby, Stills, and Nash had a last man's club, he and Graham Nash would still compete. Finally, I'm just curious, where can I find a job where I get benched and still get paid over $30 million? I'm asking for a friend. With exciting facts to clutter your mind, I'm Percy Dove Tonsils, for KDAZ, Digital Broadcasting, and thanks for listening.